I think sometimes people don't realize how helpful a support group could be, especially for caregivers. And joining us today with the Alzheimer's Association of Northwest Ohio chapter, we've got Marybeth Torsell in to tell us about how they have local support groups here. Maybe people should take advantage of that. So thanks for coming.
Thank you. We do have local support groups, and people should take advantage of them because it's very important to get out and to be around people who are experiencing the same things that you are experiencing.
Right. So do you find that there's low attendance to these and maybe more people don't know about them, or that, don't realize the advantages?
I think so. I think they were really well attended prior to COVID.
There you go.
Then COVID happened. Mm-hmm. So now our support groups, for a while they were meeting virtually. All of them in this area are back in person. The facilitator is vaccinated, so the participants do not have to be vaccinated, but everybody wears a mask, mm-hmm. and they come together and just talk.
Right. I assume that's the kind of feedback you get, that just talking, having mm-hmm. someone, they're going basically through the same thing you are, and
yep.
just to know that you're not alone.
Exactly, and to get good tips too. Like one family might have experienced something that somebody now is experiencing, and they can give them tips on how to handle it, how they dealt with it. How to link up with some support groups or other resources in the area. It's just a great. You feel better when you talk about things, mm-hmm. to know
right.
you're not alone.
Yeah. You mentioned a facilitator, so it's not like you're going to a meeting and you have to run it yourself and think of what you have to say. I assume you just
right.
kind of talk how you feel, and the facilitator helps out.
Yeah, the facilitators are all trained. They're all they've all had experience with either a loved one or a family member with Alzheimer's, so they know how to start the conversation. They know how to get things rolling and how to also provide tips and information too.
I assume probably each meeting maybe might have a different topic too that you kind of want to cover.
Yep. They have different ideas as to what, like Caregiver Support Month. How are you taking care of yourself? Because mm-hmm. yes, you care about your loved one and you tend to put all of your focus and all your energy on them, but you do need to take care of yourself as well.
Right, exactly. All right, so let's talk about, we have Allen, Auglaize, Mercer, Putnam, and Van Wert County, so they all have a
mm-hmm.
group that you can pick up and meet with.
Yep. In Auglaize, they all meet at different times too, so you can go to various ones. Some people don't want to go to the one in their local community because they don't want people to know what's going on. So Auglaize County meets the second Monday of the month at 7 o'clock at night. They're all different times of the day too. So maybe Mercer County, Salina, the third Friday of the month at 10 o'clock. Maybe you work and maybe you can't go to a 10 o'clock support group. So you could you could go over to the Auglaize County one at 7, or in Ottawa at 2 o'clock on the third Thursday of the month. And then Van Wert is the fourth Wednesday at 2 o'clock. They're all different times and different days of the week too.
Right, yeah. And in Allen County, there's an evening one and an afternoon one. So,
yes.
Like you said, you don't have to stick to your own county. Maybe venture out and...
Yeah, you can go to all of them.
Yeah.
You can hit each one.
There you go. Very good. Now, when you go to the support groups, do you want them to register ahead of time, or do you just show up?
Yep. Ideally, they could register ahead of time just so that we know in case there's an emergency and the facilitator needs to cancel at the last minute, we can get a hold of them so they're not driving out, especially as we get into winter, they're not venturing out and
mm-hmm.
for no reason.
Right, yeah. So take advantage of these, that you guys are there, and yep. now, like you said, it's in person, so if you feel comfortable doing that, just check it out, right?
Yeah.
Very good. All right, well, thank you very much for coming today. Good to see you.
Thank you.
All right, don't go away. We'll look at the weather forecast next.